Ain't nobody ever really did it like this before. I know, shame.
That's a whole lot better, ain't it?
I remember back in the day when I was 15, they told me this shit just a dream. Till I make cream. Look at me now. Can't tell you how many dollars I seen off of this rap.
Crazy thing is, I looked at it, right? And then I accidentally clicked the wrong fucking file. And then right when you said that, I was like, oh, shit.
Gonna get us sued.
What's up, Bar Central? We back.
What up, y'all?
We back again with another motherfucking episode for y'all ass. It's your boy Marcus J. True 400, but y'all already know. Real quick, before we start this podcast off, we want to send our prayers and shit out to Jamie Foxx.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's been reported that bro had a stroke. He in real serious critical condition right about now. They don't really know what's happening, but prayers and everything go out to Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? Hoping for a speedy recovery and all of that for bro. Prayers for his family, close friends, and all that. You know, I know that's a lot to deal with, especially when you're a celebrity. I could just imagine, you know, all the phone calls and the can we come see him's and, you know, constant questions about his updates. You know what I'm saying? When you're that popular, it just comes with that. So I know that could be a lot to deal with managing their own lives, trying to see what's going on with him. And then also trying to, you know, every time you walk out the hospital, it's a camera, it's a microphone in your face. Hey, what's this? What's that? Can you tell us this? Can you tell us that? Especially when you're not used to being in that position, because he's the guy that handles all that. You feel me? So now that somebody got to be the person to step up. And you know what's crazy? I was thinking about this the other day. Remember when MJ passed?
Mm-hmm.
And the person, I guess he was like, it was Jermaine, but I guess I don't want to say he was designated, but let's just use that, you know, for the sake of the conversation. He was the designated speaker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When MJ passed and he had to give that like immediate press conference like 30 minutes later. And I was just like, damn, you just find out your brother dies. Y'all have a huge family. How did you become the designated speaker? And how did you have the strength to be like, I got to stand up here and hold in my emotions? Like, it's not a day old, a week old, a month old, a year old. Like, this just happened 30 minutes ago. Your mind's still going crazy and you got to stand in front of these cameras and all these people and, you know what I'm saying? Like, give a whole statement. Like, how do you find the strength to do something like that?
I think it's the maybe the shock factor. Like some people can still internalize. I'm one of those people. I can internalize my feelings and emotions or whatever and still give a straight narrative. So maybe that's what the case was. Not necessarily that he was designated, but maybe he was just the only one that was not as emotional to go out there and be able to go in front of everybody and speak. But let's flip something real quick. Because I saw, I be on Twitter and shit. And I seen that post earlier. And everybody was like, oh, prayers up, prayers up, prayers up. And one dude was like, yeah, I'm going to pray for him just like he would pray for me. I said, damn. That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Because I fuck with Jamie Foxx. And I don't know this dude from a blade of grass, but I can completely understand his side. These celebrities, they're not praying for you. They don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, here's where I want to play devil's advocate. I remember when my grandma was alive, she used to tell me, she'd be like, when I pray for everybody by name, and the people I don't know, I tell God to bless the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So she'd say like all the sick and shut in, all the ones in the hospital, all, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, it's easy for us to look at celebrities and be like, oh, I'm going to pray for him just like he would pray for me. Of course, he don't know you.
Right.
He's a celebrity. He has worldwide fame. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that when he send his prayers up, he not saying, hey, bless these people that are dealing with this. Of course, he not going to say you by name because it's not known. But I just feel like that's kind of weird and ignorant to be like, oh, I'm going to pray for him just like he would pray for me. Well, he might be praying for you. He just can't send your name up directly.
Well, what if? So I'm going to say this. We pray for ourselves. We pray for our families. And like you said, your grandma would pray for the sick and shut in and the, you know, the poor, the homeless. Do anybody pray for the healthy? Do anybody pray for the sane and the people who aren't going through a bad time? Because I don't ever hear nobody say, please. I mean, yeah, you say, oh, okay, just bless everybody. What about the people who are doing okay? You know what I'm saying? Do anybody ever say that? Because I know I don't. Once every however long I may pray. I never pray for. I pray for all my loved ones. I pray for all my you know what I'm saying, my friends or my brothers or my friends or my sisters, I pray for them. But the rest of the population,
I mean, I think at that point the prayer is a little bit different because
I don't want to pray for some people either.
when you're saying, you know, bless these people, it's more like they need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people that are the wealthy and the rich and the ones that are doing really well, when they pray, they say thank you, hopefully.
If they
know what I'm saying? So yeah, if they pray. So it's like at that point in time, you're not really thinking about praying and blessing the ones that don't need the prayers or the blessings at that time. Like when we look at them, they doing good. Now that could be idiotic of us at the end of the day, but still,
true.
Like when you go to God, you telling him like, hey, I need you to really bless these niggas because these niggas over here, I mean, you've blessed them already clearly, but these are the ones that need it too. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Look out for them for me one time. Like, you know, that's how I think that goes, but who knows? But that is a good question. I've never heard, I don't think in my personal life, anybody ever say, you know, bless the wealthy.
Yeah. Somebody,
never. It's always the less fortunate.
Some pastor I had, I visited the church one time. He was like, you still got to watch who you let pray for you. You can't just let everybody pray for you. Some people are praying on you and not praying for you. So I never forgot that shit either. So,
yeah, I definitely heard that before as a kid.
Yeah, don't
straight
pray for
up.
me.
I definitely heard that before as a kid, and it always, it was one of them things where it's like you hear a lot of things when you were a kid growing up in church and things like that, and it's like, okay, a lot of this shit I don't understand. But when I heard that, I knew exactly what they were saying even at my young age.
Yeah.
And like you said, it always stuck. Like, nah, I can't just be letting anybody pray for me because I don't know who you praying to, what your intentions are behind this prayer. You know what I'm saying? What your real motives are. Like, I don't know.
And I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire when they first introduced Venom, and then Venom got on Eddie Brock, the skinny Eddie Brock, not the new Eddie Brock, and he was in the church like, God, please kill Peter Parker. Like he's praying for you, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you got to watch.
It's just not in a good way.
Yeah, hell no, not in a good way. So you know that's a perfect example right there. Please kill Peter Parker. And he was about to. He was about to because he was getting his ass beat.
I had to stop myself from sending up a couple of those prayers.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I've definitely had to stop myself from asking God to cut some niggas' waters off out here in these streets. Like, hey, big dog, is you or is me? I'm trying to let it be you, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want to come to you and tell you that. I just know you know. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you're ready. But I was listening to this conversation that I wanted to bring to you on the podcast, and of course bring to our listeners, because a lot of people that's been listening and watching this podcast been having a lot of interesting opinions on the shit that we talk about, and it's not designed this way. It's literally just us having the same conversations and opinions that we would have off air, but. You know, a lot of people got a lot of opinions on the shit that we talk about. But outside of that.
Like what? I'll give you two examples. Not just one, I need two.
What's one?
And I need names.
I don't have any names because I don't know these people.
Nah,
you know, when I put the clips out, they just swarm. But
okay.
I know one of them was the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark situation. And the one that's like really
prominent.
And poking the bear right now is the one where you said you was finna get me canceled. Is should a girl give it up if she gets flown out? That one is upsetting a lot of people right now, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But the conversation that I found myself listening to, that I was like, damn, I need to bring this to you and ask you. It was basically talking about men in relationships with their women and the difference between men who run and control the household versus men who let their woman do the running and the controlling. So the question is basically, a man like that, right? Let's say a man is, or you know, a man who's letting his woman be the man,
Yeah.
so to speak. Is he conforming, or is he adjusting?
Versus a man who runs his household.
Right.
One could surmise that the man who lets the woman run the household is just, for lack of a better word, let's just say he's keeping the peace, right? Because if he has an opinion and she has an opinion, they're going to more than likely clash, right? Which is actually, I just saw this Kevin Samuels little clip, and he was like, if you know, he and the woman he was talking to were married and they had a child, and something happened to the child, let's say the child fall down and get hurt, her first instinct is to nurture, so she's going to go and coddle him. His first instinct is like, get up, quit crying, and shit like that. So I think excuse me, in that aspect, if you're letting the woman run the house, I don't want to say you're being less of a man, because I do have an example of that. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because the man is the leader. The man is supposed to lead.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, because if, put it this way, if danger happens, the house is on fire, somebody's breaking in, who's going to be the one to run to the danger? If it's you,
or
as the woman,
at least looked at to run to the danger.
No, if they, let's say because a child may be in danger, are you going to be the first to run through that fire?
But that's what I'm saying. Bottom line is we're going to be the first to run. But what I'm saying is, in those type of situations, women aren't springing into action if there's a man there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you hear rattling at your front door at 3:00 in the morning, she not about to jump out of bed, put that robe on, and run to the door. She finna hey, get the fuck up. Go see what the fuck that is.
Why?
Get the gun. Get whatever.
If I ask her, why are you sending me? She gonna say what? Because you're the man.
You're the man.
Exactly. Right. So when it comes to leading this household, I'm the man. I set the ground rules because I set the discipline. I set the structure. Even if I didn't have structure growing up, I know some form of discipline, some form of structure, and this is what we're going to go down. Because my form of structure, especially if there are little boys in the house, has to be different than, obviously it's going to be different versus if I have girls. I don't have girls. I don't make girls. But if we're going to follow this certain line, because this certain line is what's going to keep us from getting in some kind of bullshit, versus not saying a woman can't do that, but her line of thinking is going to be completely different from the line of thinking. I'm always thinking about, we have to make sure this is taken care of. We got to get, let's say, you know, if we back in the hood, we got to get bars on the windows. You got to get, you know what I'm saying, the locks. You got to have phones, guns. You got to have all this, let's just call it tough guy shit. That's what I'm going to call it, tough guy shit. You got to have all this tough guy shit so you can respond to danger. A woman ain't necessarily going to think that.
Self-defense. You have to have your self-defense equipment, your little self-defense kit.
Yeah.
At the crib, like you said, so you can respond to danger. Women are more so going to be, once it happens, I need to invest. To where the men are like, no, before this shit even has a possibility of happening,
let me prepare.
We're going to make sure that all our grounds are covered. Exactly.
Yeah. And
I understand.
I'm going to say it this way. I personally, I'm not saying I have a problem with the woman being the lead of the house, but I have a problem with a woman leading my house. That's the only difference. You can lead if you want to lead, but in my house, I'm the fucking leader. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not saying you have to be so feminine or fucking conform or whatever word you want to use, but understand I'm the leader of this house. I have a job. I have a responsibility. If you're not getting up to kill no bugs, don't tell me that you run this house. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it.
So do you feel like men who either allow or accept or whatever their women running the household aren't real men?
No. It's hard to, I mean, no, you're still a man because you can still do certain shit. She just She's just the voice of the people in the house. But you're still, you know, let's just say you play in the back. You kind of like security instead of being the main, you know what I'm saying, the main person in a sense. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If you letting your woman run the house, I think personally, you should look in the mirror. Why is she running this house? What is she strong in and I'm lacking in that makes her, you know what I'm saying, the lead actress in this show? I personally couldn't see it happen. I see what you do well, and I'll add it to what I do or what I don't do too well. But I'm not just finna just completely give up my position as starting quarterback on this team. I'm not doing it.
Because I would look at it and say, how the fuck did we get this far?
Yeah.
Because apparently you had to have been leading this whole time. So how the fuck did we get this far? How has this relationship made it to the point to where we now live together? We have a family, you know what I'm saying? And you're in charge.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we get this far? Well, you being in the lead and me been playing the back this whole fucking time. That baffles me. I don't understand.
Maybe it's personality types. Maybe there are some, because in my example, I'm not going to put this one on blast. Normally I would, but I'm not going to put this one on blast. In some examples, some men are just not as alpha,
dominant.
Yeah. There it is. They're not as alpha. They're not the alpha, or they're not as dominant as the woman may be. Sometimes maybe that's the case. If you get you a tough woman, if she making the right moves, hey, she can lead. But in my house, I don't care if you are an alpha. I'm the bigger alpha. And that's just how it is.
That's tough.
Yeah, we getting canceled.
That's
but it's
real
fine.
tough. Hey. I'm just saying that's pretty tough. I've seen some cases like that, and I mean it's not really, because I ain't never seen a lioness start the war. I ain't never seen her get up and go defend if the king is there.
No,
now,
the
if
king
he ain't
protects
there and he
pride.
out, but that's what I'm saying. If he ain't there and he out hunting and she got to protect them kids, she gonna protect them kids.
Oh, the lion don't.
But if that king right there, she not moving, bro finna have to go get his ones. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like for somebody to say like, oh, it's nature, is like I can't see it being nature.
You mean it being nature like the opposite way, where the woman is the lead? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I can't see that being nature, because nowhere in nature is that ever been the thing. This is some new age weird shit going on.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because I had this conversation earlier this morning with a group of people. We were talking about life in, like, let's say the 50s and the 60s, right? So back then, and I'm going to tie all this in together. Back then, it was common for men to go out, work, right? Bring their check home, leave, and start a separate family on the side. Right? That was like life for them back then. Like back then, that was definitely common, right? Mm-hmm. But, women back then, they didn't trip. The grandmas and all of that we call grandmas today, back in their heyday in their 20s when that was going on, and they was married at home with 5 kids, they didn't trip. All they cared about was nigga bring that check home every week, every 2 weeks, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't care. So technically, were they running the household back then?
No.
And I'm asking genuinely.
No, I'm going to say it this way. I'm going to say it's a pecking order. There is something that I do, and then there is something that you do. In my household, my woman, she takes care of the house. So as far as if we need groceries or something like that, I'll pay for the groceries, but she'll go pick them up. You see what I'm saying? I leave early, so she gets the kids, takes the kids to school. When I get off, we got a little time, I'll go and pick them up. This is just a pecking order, but I don't need her outside working. That's what I can do. I'm the man of the house. I go and take care of the outside of the house. I come in here and I'll fucking lift up dirty shit and handle heavy loads, pause, and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a pecking order. Now, if you want to get down and get dirty and start pulling fucking lines up out of the dirt, okay, cool. I'll let you do that. But as far as back in the day, I'm going to say it this way. Your grandma wasn't always your grandma, dog. Your grandma wasn't always your grandma. So we don't,
shit.
and she ain't going to tell you what she used to do back in her 20s. You feel me? And I don't want to know what her and Willie Earl was doing, her and Mr. Tony, her and Mr. J. I don't want to know none of that. I don't want to know none of that. Because some of the people you know what I'm saying, hey, that's Mr. Willie over there. Yeah, mister Willie know your grandma real well. You know what I mean?
Right.
So back in the days, it was very different. It was a different time, and I mean, shit was different. You know, their jobs were more physical than our jobs were. They worked in the factories and shit like that, and the coal mines, and women didn't work there majority. But Jesus, but you know, it was a different time. Nowadays, everybody got
That's
jobs.
why I
People want to
asked
be
you,
equal.
which is the wildest part? Which is the wildest part to me? And I a part of me really wants to get into it, and a part of me doesn't. But it really pisses me off. Like this whole equality thing, it's ass backwards.
So
It's ass backwards.
because
how do you ask for equality and still ask to be set apart at the same time? That's just the part that I really want to understand. And if you're a woman, when y'all see this, please answer. Please answer. We got you can answer on the YouTube page. You can answer on the Instagram page. You can answer on the Bar Central Facebook page. I don't care where you go. You can send us some DMs if you fucking want to. Just answer that question. That's really what we want to know. How do you ask and fight for equality but still want to be set apart at the same damn time? Make it make sense.
So I'm gonna give you my little spiel. I think it's the way the culture is shifting, where femininity is now like it's held in a higher regard. So somebody, this lady that I work with, she called me toxic. So I had toxic masculinity because I choose to raise my kids to be strong black men. There are a bunch of shit that we ain't finna be doing. And
Right.
oh, that's toxic. You should let your children. No, I should not. I'm not my children's friend. Where we're going to have conversation back and forth. This is a one-way street. You don't have certain kind of choices. You either get this or you get your ass whooped. Those are the only two choices. You see what I'm saying? And she called me toxic. And I'm like, okay, so me raising my child to be a strong black man, educated, disciplined, still have manners, but will still backslap the shit out of you if you cross him or his brother or his daddy. That's toxic. Well, then I'm just toxic then. But the thing I'm trying to point to is, what's the word? Society is trying to make our masculinity a bad thing. They are trying to create, and this is getting political, but they're trying to create weak males to help destroy the economy. Because if everybody's fucking, and no disrespect to them, feminine or excuse me, or gay or just weak, we can attack you. We can take away shit from you, and there's nothing you're not going to have that will to fight because we stripped it of you. All the tough people are dead or in jail. We killed them all. We took them off the street. So they're trying to take our masculinity away from us by telling us, oh, no, it's not a good thing that you're telling your son to get up, stop crying, stop looking weak. No, that's not a fucking bad thing. That's what he's supposed to do. Get up. You're letting them see you be weak. You're giving them ways to hurt you. And I'll tell you right now, my biggest fear is somebody finding out my weakness. You find out my weakness, you can kill me. Why you think Superman don't like kryptonite? Batman, the only one who run around with it. Because if anything happened, at least I can take you out. I'm not finna have that. I'm not finna let you see me weak, see me hurting, see me crying at any point in my life or your life. So I have to raise my kids the same way. Grow up strong, get smart, read their books, learn their history, and learn our history, figure out their history, figure out their ways, and develop that way. We ain't gonna be running around here stupid. We're not gonna do it. Because one day, unfortunately, maybe I'm gonna have to die, and I need to make sure that you straight without me. If not, I fail.
Right.
That been bothering me all week. I couldn't wait to get this off. That shit been bothering me all week. This been gonna call me a toxic masculinity. No, bitch, your femininity is toxic. You trying to weaken me is toxic because these other motherfuckers you run around with are weak ass dudes. They're weak minded. You go ahead and have that. Go ahead and have that.
Which is crazy because I have similar conversations with women, not in the basis of kids, but just like in my way of thinking and my walk of life. Like I get called stubborn, hard-headed, asshole, things of that nature. And it's like, no, I'm just not willing to conform to nothing. I tell people all the time, it's two things in this world I don't play with: my name and my manhood. Two things I don't play with.
Hey,
I don't let nobody play with.
That's facts.
You feel me? I'm not letting nobody play. You can't play with my name. Ain't gonna be no weird shit, no smut on my name, and the damn sure ain't gonna be nothing affecting my manhood. You know what I'm saying? Sexually, morally, integrity, nothing. I'm not letting you put nothing on my name or my manhood that I do not fucking accept and I do not play with. That's out. So when it comes to y'all trying to change a man's way of thinking, acting, walking, talking in this life that we living in, where, like you said, they're doing a fucking service on us pretty much to try to, feminize every fucking body.
Yeah.
No, some of us ain't going for that shit. I'm going to look you in your face and tell you I'm a man. I don't rock with this. I don't rock with that. And it's nothing you can do, say. There's no law you can put in place to change my mind, my perspective, or what you can and cannot make me accept. It's just not going to happen. You feel what I'm saying? So once you try to talk me into, oh, well, you should just try this, or you should just open your mind to this. No, I don't. That's what you did. That's how you got this way. That's why you're fucking confused now.
Yep.
Because you started opening your mind to shit that it didn't need to be open to. See, people want to try to tell people you woke and you're a free thinker when you start opening your mind to the bullshit that it was never supposed to be open to. No, you're woke and you're a free thinker when you know right from wrong and you stand on it. You stand on business and you stand on principles.
And that's
what I pride myself on. You feel me? Like, I'm not about to let nobody tell me, oh, try this, open your mind to this, see it this way, go experience this. For what? I know what is for me and what ain't for me.
Yep.
I know as a man what I will accept and what I won't accept. And these are the same principles that I will instill in my future kids. You feel me? Like you said, one day I'm going to be gone. When I'm gone, I got to make sure you little niggas are straight. I got to make sure that you're well equipped. So if anything happened to me, a part of me also feels like I got to instill these same things in your mother if she don't already have them. Because if I'm in a situation like you, where you have all boys, if anything happened to me as the head, as the leader, as the father, and that was just y'all and your mother, I need her to uplift and upkeep the same fucking rules, morals, and principles that she knew I was instilling in my sons. Yeah. I need her to keep those going. I can't have you changing that.
Even if she does, she can't push them. She can't push the line with the same like force and emphasis as we can, because like I said, her nature is to nurture. So she'll only push it so far because she's going to mentally be like, no, I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt his feelings, or I don't want him to get hurt while I'm trying to do what his daddy did. I can't do that. Like they always say, a woman cannot raise a man. You can't. Right. Because you're by nature, you're not going to push the boundaries that it takes to for lack of a better word, I don't even have my vocabulary today, but you're not going to push the boundaries to teach and to let them fail so you can rebuild them. I'll say it that way. Eventually they have to fall. If they never fall, they'll never fail. They'll never know what it feels like to build yourself up from failure. That's what I'm here for. My job is to give you direction, allow you to fail, like walking, teaching a baby to walk. Right, it's the hardest thing in the world. I swear to God. Trey was a lazy mother boy. So you have to let you have them walk to you, hold them by their little hands, have them walk, and then you let go. They're going to fall. You have to let them know you're going to fall if you cannot keep walking. So you pick them back up. But that's all I'm saying. They will fail. You have to let them fail so you can teach them how to rebuild themselves. If that's toxic, if being a real nigga is toxic, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna be a toxic ass real nigga. Fuck y'all.
At the end of the day. Speaking of toxic ass real niggas, I saw some shit on Twitter today. Right?
Twitter itself is toxic.
Hey man, tell me about it. They talking about taking away fucking TikTok. Twitter is what the fuck they need to take away. Between the motherfucking toxic trending reports and the fucking amounts of porn on this motherfucker, it's ridiculous out here.
Hey man, don't knock it.
But they have a report out about a soccer player. His name is Kraft.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Kraft.
Yep.
Hakimi says his wife filed for divorce. She demanded half of his property. She was, however, informed by the courts that her millionaire husband owns nothing, as all of his properties is registered under his mother's name. He receives $1 million from PSG. I'm guessing that's his league or his team, whatever.
Yeah, his club.
Yeah. And $1 million from them, but 80% of this is deposited into his mother's account.
Hey, can I get a rap-a-luya? Can I get a rap-a-luya? Hey, give me the DJ. That's the wrong button.
God, that was just that ruined it. That ruined the whole moment right there. Trying to just ruin the whole thing, bro. Definitely supposed to get a clap in there. And
oh my God. Hey, somebody kill a DJ. Yeah.
We got it. We got it together. But yeah, how you feel about that? Because I definitely feel like that was a win-win.
So man, that's fucking first of all, that's a win. That's one of the biggest wins you'll ever find. But and it was funny because I seen some white dude married the model Eva, right? And they were together for like 5 years. I think either she had a baby already or she had a baby by him. One of the two ways, whichever. And then after like 4 or 5 years, she divorced him. Now she getting money from him. And I'm like, man, you fucking snaky. This is how they secure the bag. Bitch. This is how they secure the bag. And it just pisses me off that they could get away with stuff like that, which I'm proud of that dude, man. I'm proud of him. Not Eva's ex-husband, the soccer player.
Right.
Because you just won. You I don't know what y'all divorced over, whatever it is, I don't care. But you won because whatever you have to pay her, it's pennies compared to the money that you've made.
Yeah.
And then that just comes to like there'll be a lot of like podcasts about the value of women in relationships and who holds the value and all of this type of stuff. Like it's so much shit is just being put out there because I don't want to say it in a negative way, but women are really, really feeling themselves in today's society. I can't knock a dude like Kevin Samuels. I'm not misogynistic, but if you have to break a woman down a few levels to let her know, like, excuse me, ma'am, you're a little bit, you think you're a little higher than what you are. You think you're in that Hall of Fame.
I miss
status.
bro.
But
bro. He was
tell it like it is
in our society.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people. And it's so funny how like the hypocrisy and the double standard like that we get from women as men. Like I remember when he was alive, it was just so much shit like, oh, he's saying this about women. He's saying that about women. He must be gay. He must like men. Like y'all go on social media fucking rants about men all day long and what we don't do, who you think we really are, what we need to be doing better, how we not loving y'all the right way. It's just a whole bunch of fucking negative connotations about men.
Yep.
But we're never allowed to question none of y'all's sexuality when it comes to this. We should just accept it as, oh, this is what y'all recognize in our behavior. But the moment one nigga stand up and say, I'm gonna remind men that you're a fucking man. I'm gonna remind you who the fuck you are. I'm gonna remind you that nigga, you're a fucking king and you're a leader and you don't need no bitch.
Yep.
You feel me? You start this shit, you end this shit. It all starts and ends with you. When he started reminding niggas of who they were, oh, all of a sudden, here come everything in the book about Kevin Samuels. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why? Why can't we have somebody who picks us up and reminds us of the value of us sometimes? Because clearly, in a lot of these men, so-called men out here, the values of a man have been lost in trying to gain and keep the attention of this woman or a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas lose they self real quick chasing pussy. We see it all the fucking time. We living in a world now where niggas got to fucking cash at bitches just to get their number in the grocery store. I could never. But that's what these niggas is out here doing. So when we had a nigga stand up for us and say, why you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When he start questioning bitches, oh, you how tall? You weigh how much? You got how many baby daddies? You make how much a year? Nah, I don't need you. You ain't shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it was okay when motherfuckers was doing that shit to us. It was okay when we was only making a certain amount of money a year.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. You know what I'm saying? Or matter of fact, let me switch that. It wasn't okay. It wasn't okay when we was only making a certain amount of money a year. It wasn't okay when we couldn't afford to take care of me, you, your mama, your cousin, your sister, your auntie too. It wasn't okay when we couldn't afford to fucking fly you out to here and there and fucking pay for you to get BBLs and hairs and nails done and all this extra shit. It wasn't okay. But at that point in time, he started coming in reminding niggas like, you don't need to deal with no bitch like that. She's not for you. She's using you.
So who's at fault then? Because after you said all that, I think I deduced the answer to this question.
In my honest opinion, I feel like this. I can't blame the person that put it out there. I blame the person that accepted.
No, I'm not talking about the words. I'm talking about the actions of where the value is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I can't blame the people that put it out there. I blame the people that accept it. So if women are putting this out there as an action, I blame the men for accepting that. I blame the men for pulling out their phones and cash apping bitches for their number. Because you know what that does? When she done juicing you, she finna come to another nigga.
Yep. That's exactly
you're
what
going to go through so many niggas, you're going to think that this is the norm. So then you're going to come across a real nigga and we going to tell you, bitch, go fuck yourself. I ain't sending you shit. I don't need you. I pull bad bitches off talking, not wallets. Then when that shit happen, oh, you a broke ass nigga, you whoopty whoop whoop. I'll be all that. Yep. But I'm still finna fuck your friend for the free ski. You feel what I'm saying? So I blame the niggas for allowing this shit to get this far, because if niggas would have stood on business, been men, you know what I'm saying, and listen when a nigga like Kevin Samuels was saying, like, nigga, you're a fucking man. You can do better for yourself.
Yeah,
but see, no woman.
The problem is now you're misogynistic, because now you're placing yourself over a woman, and because now you're choosing between genders. And frankly, I'm gonna say it this way: the first nigga that allowed it was the worst nigga. The first nigga to fucking, let me fly you out. The first nigga to let me do this, and then now she talking. That shit is spread from the tip of Maine to the bottom of California in 3 days if you allow it. Oh, this nigga done did this for me. This nigga done did this. But they want to defend themselves over these actions. Let's go through these phones. Let's go through these cash apps. Let's go through these DMs. Let's see what you're telling people or requesting from individuals, from men. And let's see what the game is really like. That's why when they say like, just because a woman has sex with a bunch of people, that makes her a hoe, and because a man has sex with a bunch of people, that makes him not a hoe. And it's like, well, I can score 100 points if I play Madden on Rookie. And that's pretty much the game for girls. They're playing Madden on Rookie with the best team. Now, for us,
come try this on Hall of Fame and see if you get the same result.
With all the sliders down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
With fucking rookies, you're not going to get, you might score. You might score once a game. That's the difference in the two. It's how easy is it to score when everything is coming your way versus how hard it is to score when everything is against you.
Right.
And frankly, nobody fucking values anybody when they think shit is easy for them. I don't.
That's a fact.
Yo, you got that shit for free, nigga. They're like, oh, you just got that shit for free, or you got that shit because you pretty, or you got that shit. Well, I had to work for mine, so it's supposed to be more value if you work for it. When it looks too easy, if you get it too easy, what?
I mean, it's a lot of niggas out here pandering and paying. And it
like
disgusts me because
if I fuck
when I talk to niggas.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying when I talk to niggas and we be having these conversations just like, you know, amongst homies, amongst men, niggas be like, oh, well, everybody's paying for it. No, everybody's not.
No.
You can't put that on every nigga. You damn sure can't. Oh, you going to pay for it directly or indirectly? No, you're not.
The directly, indirectly statement is it's a different kind of statement.
It's oversaturated, really.
Yeah,
because I get what the premise of the saying is, but it also doesn't apply because I think every nigga has had a moment in their life where they cracked somebody that they didn't spend a dime on, whether that was sending them gas money to get to the crib, buying them a fucking Big Mac meal at McDonald's, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't, and if they did do that, it was after they didn't already got what the fuck they was intending to get. You feel me? So the essence of you gonna pay directly or indirectly, to me, that's false. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can call you and say, hey, pull up, and you pull up and I smash, I didn't pay for anything. If I choose to buy you something from McDonald's after this, bitch, that was just out the kindness of my fucking heart. Technically, I already got what the fuck I wanted anyway, without spending a dime. If I choose to give you some money to put some gas in your car to make it back to your crib, that's out the kindness of my heart. I don't have to. I had already got the pussy before I sent you $10 to get back home.
How much value?
I didn't care how you got home. I cared how you got here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole thing. So I don't understand why niggas say that dumb shit is weird to me, because it's a lot of niggas out here that don't have to pay. I think that's just niggas trying to find a medium to take the easy way out and not get clowned for it.
And like I said, if it's easy, it's frowned. I don't want to say frowned upon, but it's a lot different when you got to work for it. It's a lot different. I just want to ask the women, where's the value? Is there value in everybody bringing shit to you versus if you give the pussy up to a dude one time who don't give you shit and then he done with you for the rest of his life? Where's your value?
It's a good question.
I mean, it can work both ways because a girl could just fuck a dude real quick and kick him away too. So,
I mean, you absolutely can.
But it was easier for her.
I mean, could be. Yeah. I seen this report that said my nigga Blueface came out and said women who do OnlyFans are prostitutes. How you feel about that? Because it has been a conversation and a topic and a thought that OnlyFans nowadays is kind of just like digital prostitution. And I'm not going to say everybody, because a lot of these women ain't out here like, you know, just fucking randos, but it is some bitches out here with these OnlyFans that be, you know what I'm saying, charging motherfuckers for meetups and this much for this and this much for that. So it's like, I mean, technically you still doing the only thing, you just not walking Long Beach Boulevard like what we used to see when we was growing up.
I think in order to be a prostitute, you got to be a pimp, or I got to have a pimp. I think that's a qualification. I think it's personally just it's just porn, really.
Is it if you're charging?
It's homemade.
Because with porn, you're going through an actual company. You know what I'm saying? You're shooting. With porn, with porn, you're going. I mean, we're talking about like actual like stars, not these amateur niggas who could just upload
they got a
shit
directory and all that kind of shit.
That's what I'm saying. So like with that,
amateurs though.
Yeah, no, not them. I'm saying because anybody could do that. You know what I'm saying? But for the actual like stars,
what's the difference?
Nigga, it's so much shit that you fucking have to go through. So with these motherfuckers, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just look at it as just straight porn, because if you're out, if your everyday basis consists of you wake up, you post your social medias, your nudes, your titties, your ass, your pussy pictures, and then you posting prices and you accepting whoever's sending the money, isn't that the same as prostitution? Because that's the same thing it was on the streets. Any nigga pulled up on you, if he had that money, you was getting in that car, you was finna flip and turn your tricks, and then he was gonna drop you back off.
Yeah, but the man is actually getting something in that instance. If I'm just paying for a picture, I'm not getting anything. Now, if I'm paying
But this is what I said.
fuck a girl,
that's what I said.
consider
There are
that,
women who wake up and they post on their social medias and they have set list prices of how much they charge for this action, that action, same thing they would do on the streets. They're just not walking the blades no more. Everything is just digital online. So in that instance, you still doing the same thing. You just not outside with it. You inside with it, promoting it online, doing the same thing. So does Blueface have a point in saying women who do OnlyFans in that aspect, not the women that's just getting up posting little pretty nudes and that's it, they getting some money off of it. We talking about the women that's, you know what I'm saying, giving up the coochie for money to randos every day and they pulling up. I'm going to be in this city on this day for these 3 days. I'm in this city on this day for these 4 days. Anybody can, you know what I'm saying? Like, would that be prostitution?
I just don't.
Can that be deemed or looked at as prostitution?
I'm gonna have to say yeah. I'm gonna have to say yeah. It's just another, yeah, it's just a different form of it, if that's the case.
And I don't think, like you were saying, to be a prostitute, you got to have a pimp. In 2023, I don't think so.
Oh, no, there's a pimp. There is a pimp.
I don't
OnlyFans
think
is
you
the
have
pimp.
to have one. I mean, yeah, that's true, but it ain't, you know, the traditional,
Yeah.
which is weird because some of these bitches got, you know, OnlyFans managers that
I'm
are
sure they do.
niggas. Some
I'm
of
sure
them
they
got
do.
female managers. So they would technically be the pimp. But
Yeah.
I mean, in this day and age, if you got internet access and a phone and a camera, you can pretty much do what the fuck you want to do. You setting your own prices, you setting your own hours. I mean, you just getting it, you know what I'm saying, however you choose to at that point.
Honestly, I can't even be mad at him, honestly. Because, frankly, if all you had to do was fuck some bitches and post it online for $30 a video and you might get 1,000 people to buy your video, that might only take you 15 minutes.
That's the kicker. Like, do you see how much easier it is?
For the women?
We don't have these same options. Yes, we don't have these same options.
Oh, no.
We definitely don't have these same options.
We don't. Now there's no regular niggas. Hell no.
And I mean, like you said, you can't knock it. Hey, people gonna get their money the way that they get their money. They've been doing it since the beginning of time, and they're gonna do it to the end. My only thing with it is just accept what comes with that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Accept what comes with that. There's gonna come a day where that shit's gonna get old. You're gonna want to meet a real nigga and settle the fuck down. And he's gonna have a track list of shit to hold against you. Nah, I can't fuck with no woman that done took 82 dicks in the past 2 years. And it's on camera for the world. I can't do that. I can't bring no child into this world who got to go to school and these clips are still on the fucking internet of his mama sucking 4 dicks at one time. I can't do that. All over Twitter, all over the internet, all over Instagram, Snapchat. I can't do that.
You gotta have
so
class.
At that point in time, it's like you can't come out then and cry wolf talking about men don't respect you because you put yourself in a position where you didn't respect yourself.
Yeah.
There's so much money out here that could be made in a wholesome way. You just chose not to make it because this was the quicker, easier, faster money.
Yeah.
So hey, if that's how you gonna get it how you live, get it how you live. That's not what we knocking you for.
No, I'm not mad at that.
Just know what comes
anyway.
with that.
You're gonna fuck
Facts.
anyway, so I ain't mad at him. Not at all.
It is what it is. You know, it was just when I heard Blueface say it just brought up a interesting thought. Like, damn, could that really be still considered prostitution? And I guess when you break it down and the factor of, well, I mean, if you online selling it to randoms, then technically it is.
It's kind of that like they're going to, people are going to buy it anyway. Why not buy from me? If you're going to spend that little $20, send that $20 to me. I got a video for you. I'm not mad at it. I can't be mad. Because
no, you can't.
It's a hustle. It's a hustle. Some niggas rob niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
They definitely do.
Hey, man, I ain't mad at y'all ladies on OnlyFans. Just give me the free. That's playing. I'm not playing. But yeah, man, it's a cold world.
2 more things before we hop up out of here.
All right.
I know you saw that report that Cassidy put out where he said he made Wayne a better rapper. How you feel?
Cassidy was saying a lot of stuff in that interview. To say he made Wayne a better rapper, I'm gonna have to figure out around what time that was, because Gilly the Kid was definitely writing for Wayne, and they both Gilly and Cassidy both from Philly, so it would just depend on that time frame. But I don't know. I know he said he put him on that 6 minutes remix with Fabulous, and Wayne did go off. Cassidy went off. I was like, with Fab, I'm not a big Fab fan, but he had a couple lines in there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play that shit when I go. Yeah, I'm gonna play that shit in a minute. But I don't know. He did come out, when he started doing his freestyles, Cassidy, he was doing some shit, and you could see the culture getting a little bit more lyrical, not too much. The dance shit was going away and all that, the club music, if you will. But look where we are now. We reverted right back to where we were. But there's something he said where they asked him for his top 5, and he was like, I can't make a top 5 because I like certain rappers for different reasons. And then he was like, it could be a nigga who don't got bars, and normally I would say he trash, and I would completely agree. But then he said, but if you, as I'm growing up, I'm getting a little bit more mature, and it's like, he got a cool melody, he's saying some good stuff. He might not have bars, but he got a good flow where he has something else to bring out in the music. And I'm like, that's a good way to look at it. But these niggas are still trash. I don't give a fuck how fucking cute your flow is. If you just, nigga, you trash. Y'all niggas, y'all literally, I think we have to start, not to get too far from the Wayne thing, but I think we got to start separating. Some niggas are rappers and some are just entertainers. And if we can draw that line, what?
Go ahead.
Oh, if we could draw that line, we can separate who raps from who entertains. A lot of niggas are strictly entertainers, and you can be that. I'm not mad at that. But when it comes to rap, I don't want to hear, he's top 5. When he's an entertainer, or he's the best here. He's just an entertainer. He's not the best. Never be the greatest. Don't goat him. Nothing. Nigga's just a fucking entertainer.
So can we add Wayne to that conversation? Because he does the same thing of the same mumbling shit you was just talking about. He does the exact same thing. And when we had this conversation before on the podcast, and I was saying something to you. It was some conversation we was having about Wayne, or it might have been offline. But I was saying basically, he is also one of those dudes that I feel like he had a lot of wasted verses. I feel like people really took how he rapped it and just thought it was the best shit ever because he was heavily on the auto-tune shit back then. But there was a lot of times, even in his heyday, Wayne said a lot of nothing. He just made sounds, and they didn't sound good.
I would agree.
They didn't. And I mean, if you take, not saying you, just anybody, if you take your fanship away and your biasness away, and you really go back and listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember that no one on the corner has swagger like us. Remember that? Yeah. How he start off his verse. No one on the has swagger like moi. Like, that shit's trash, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And he finished his next 4 bars rhyming with moi. Like, that shit's trash. You didn't say nothing, bro.
Hold on, though, because I mixtape Wayne exists, okay? Feature Wayne exists, so I can't say
he did.
You know, so it's like I think that Wayne is held in such high regard, just like the. I'm not going to do it. I think that Wayne is held
people feel
in.
like he can't do no wrong.
Yeah, but it's. I think it's like the stand thing where this is my GOAT, and I am going to stand with my GOAT at all times. I think the difference is, at least in the Stan community, we will admit, okay, this song wasn't that great, but we just not gonna say it publicly. I don't even think them niggas do that shit privately, because I can point out a bunch of songs by Lil Wayne that I'm like, bro, this shit like Pussy Monster and Alphabet Bitches. I ain't fuck with none of them songs. I mean, I get the concept. I ain't even fuck with Lollipop. I didn't like it. It was just too repetitive, and I hated it.
And once again, listen at how he rapped that song.
Yeah,
Wayne said a lot of nothing in an ugly way, but when the stans of Wayne heard that, you can't tell them that wasn't the greatest song out at that time. You feel what I'm saying?
But fan base.
When they it's the fan base, and that's my problem. When they big up the song, they big it up like it just had the craziest bars, and he was just spazzing on that song. Like, no, bro, he said a lot of nothing in an ugly way, and y'all thought it was swag, and you ran with it. You're some dumbasses. I
can kind of say the same thing.
I hate when rappers get that out, because Drake gets the same out.
Yeah.
Drake say a lot of nothing in a trash ass way with a lot of auto-tune singing, because I'm tired of that nigga line to these people like he can sing. Nigga, I'm a fucking music producer and an engineer. I can hear when notes are sliding. Nigga, that's auto-tune. I know. You feel what I'm saying? Stop sitting out here lying to these people acting like you can sing. He's not a singer. But that's neither here nor there. My point is, I'm tired of these niggas getting away with saying a lot of nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of nothing.
There are some times where I think that people just rap, right? If the song ain't really about nothing specific, we're just rapping. I think you should just be able to rap. But when you mumbling, when you doing that early 21 Savage, that early Lil Uzi and Young Thug, when you doing that shit, I think that shit is, first of all, it's disgusting. And them niggas should be slapped. Like when they was on that Cypher. What Cypher was that? 2014 or 16? One of them, whatever fucking year. It was the worst thing I've ever heard. And I heard your brother.
Is that the one with Chance the Rapper and Lil Uzi and
I don't
somebody
know if
else was on that Cypher? I think
I
August Alsina was on that. He was singing the hook or some shit in the Cypher.
I don't remember. I it was so long ago, but I do remember seeing it, and I was done with all ciphers after that. Maybe 2013. Yeah, I think it was the year after Slaughterhouse. But the point of the matter is,
bad.
Those guys are entertainers. Yes, okay, you can say, oh, Kodak Black was there too. You know how I feel about his ugly ass.
That's the one I'm talking about.
I think I got like 4 songs just dissing him slightly though. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. That nigga ugly. But those niggas are just entertainers. They're just entertainers. They're not rappers. And I think we need to draw that line. Them niggas fucking suck. I'm sick of them. But mixtape Wayne exists. Feature Wayne exists. And I think that's what everybody's holding on to. The legacy that created the name of Wayne. Weezy F, baby, and the F is for everything in the fucking world. That Lil Wayne is what I think everybody's holding on to. Just like they, stands are holding on. Well, we'll hold on to everything. But the hell was that? Sound like somebody
fucking.
Yeah, oh, okay. But I think everybody holds on to a certain something for a rapper, and it's like, this is what we're gonna stand on, and we just gotta ride with our guy. I'm not mad at Lil Wayne fans for riding with him. People think he can't be beat in the verses, and I think it's going to be really, really tough. Unless he only uses album music. If he only uses album music, I think a lot of people can fuck with him. He bring out anything on the mixtape when he say, I can jump on any nigga song and make a part 2. Nothing that way. Nothing, the drought, no dedication, none of that. No. You're not fucking with that
No
Wayne.
ceilings material.
You're not fucking with that Wayne. Go ahead and get rid of it. We got to take all Cassidy freestyles and try to battle him. But album Wayne, I think we can definitely put some shit up against album Wayne.
So with that being said, and I swear this is the last one, and then we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. With that being said, on everything that you just said about Wayne, recently, I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, one of the two, J. Cole had the annual Dreamville Festival.
Yeah, I missed it.
You know what I'm saying? And Drake was on the bill. So he came out and performed, and then he brought out a surprise guest, which was Lil Wayne. And he had a quick little speech where he said Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper to ever touch a microphone. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Why?
And that's Bar Central, motherfucker. Why? What you mean, why? You know who the greatest rapper to touch a microphone is.
No. I'm asking you for your opinion. So you can tell the people. I know what you're going to say. Duh.
As talented as Lil Wayne is, and he's talented. He got flows, he got cadences, he got bars, he got all that type of shit. I think he would be top 3 in most people's top 5, no matter what the fuck the top 5 is. I have a personal favorite who I will say and consider. I'm going to say it this way. You got to go one-on-one when you ever say that you're better than somebody. You got to go your verse, my verse, if you're ever going to say you're better. If you get out-rapped, you can have a great catalog, but if you say I'm the best and somebody come and challenge you, just like basketball, hey, I'm better than you in basketball, see me. Get the ball, get your court, let's go, right? If I win, ain't I'm better? Now, 5-on-5 might be different, 3-on-3, however you want to look at it, but head up, I killed you. That's the way I see it. You could have a great catalog because not all songs are measured the same. Excuse me. But head up, drop the world, M killed him. Forever, M killed him.
He killed everybody on that song, Drake and Kanye.
No Love. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. You got to go head up if you say that you're better than somebody. Go head up with them, verse for verse, and see what you do. And I don't think he beat Eminem on any track that they've done. I think they got 4, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the way I see it.
I know I don't put him as the greatest rapper to ever touch a microphone. And which is crazy because, like you just said about him and Gilly earlier, he had a ghostwriter. He shouldn't even be allowed to be in that conversation anyway.
I forgot to mention that part. That's
should not be allowed. But I'm putting Herbert Anthony Stevens up there.
And that's Bar Central, y'all. We'd like to thank y'all for showing up to another episode, man. He finished talk some blasphemy. I got to go pick my kids up. Otherwise, we probably would have had another 10 minutes talking about this shit. But yeah, we appreciate y'all, man.
Bar Central, it's your boy Marcus J. True 400. We about this motherfucker.